In a quiet, open field, where tall grasses swayed gently in the breeze, stood a small wooden house. It was not grand or tall, just a cozy little teремок with walls of withered logs and a roof of thatched straw. The sun warmed its sides during the day, and at night, stars twinkled above like distant friends. No one lived there yet. The house waited patiently, as if knowing that company would come someday. One crisp autumn morning, a little mouse named Maishka scampered through the field. Her fur was soft and grey, and her tiny paws pattered softly on the earth. Maishka had been wandering for days, feeling a quiet ache in her heart. She was lonely, you see. The world was big and empty without someone to share it with. As she spotted the house, her whiskers twitched with curiosity. She paused, listening to the wind whisper through the grasses. Little house, Maishka called in a small, hopeful voice. Who lives in the little house? Silence answered her. The door creaked open just a bit, inviting her in. Maishka peeked inside. It was warm and dry, with a soft floor of leaves and a tiny window letting in golden light. No one loves her, she murmured to herself. Then I will. She gathered some seeds and made a little nest in the corner. For the first time in a long while, Maishka felt a spark of comfort. But deep down, she wondered if this home could ever feel truly full. The days passed slowly, leaves turned from green to gold, and the air grew cooler. One afternoon, as Maishka knelt on a nut by the window, she heard a soft hopping sound outside. It was Legushka, the frog, with her smooth green skin and bright eyes. Legushka had hopped far from her pond, seeking shelter from the coming chill. The water had grown to a cold, and she felt out of place, yearning for a dry spot to rest. Legushka stopped at the door and cracked gently, little house, Who lives in the little house? From inside, Maishka's voice replied, soft and welcoming. I am Maishka, the mouse. And who are you? I am Legushka, the frog, she answered, her voice like a gentle ripple in water. May I come in? Let us live together. Maishka smiled and opened the door wider. Yes, come in. We can share this place. Legushka hopped inside, finding a damp corner that suited her just right. They chatted by the evening light, Maishka about the fields, Legushka about the pandas. Later filled the air, soft and warm. The house felt a little less empty now. But still, there was room for more. As winter whispered its approach, with frost tipping the grasses, a swift shadow darted across the field. It was Zayats, the hare, with his long ears and fluffy white tail. Zayats had been running from the cold winds, his burrow to a small and lonely. He missed the warmth of companionship, the simple joy of sharing stories under a shared roof. He thumped his paw at the door. Little house, who lives in the little house? I am Maishka, the mouse, came the reply. And I am Legushka, the frog, added another voice. And who are you? I am Zayats, the hare, he said, his ears perking up. He hopped inside with a bound, and the three of them sat in a circle. They shared berries and tales of their travels. The house hummed with quiet happinesses, the problem of loneliness easing like a fading shadow. Maishka felt her heart grow lighter, surrounded by friends. The seasons shifted gently, and snow dusted the field like powdered sugar. One snowy evening, a sly figure approached, the elegant Lisa, the fox, with her reddish fur and clear eyes. Lisa had been wandering the woods alone, heading to a quiet after a long summer. She craved the comfort of hours, a place where her wit could shine without the echo of solitude. She knocked lightly on the window. Little house, who lives in the little house? I am Maishka, the mouse. I am Legushka, the frog. And I am Zayats, the hare. And who are you? I am Lisa, the fox, she replied with a soft grin. They welcomed her in, and she curled up by the fire they had kindled. Stories flowed like a gentle stream, adventures in the forest, dreams under the moon. The house was alive now, filled with the soft sounds of friendship. The relatable ache of being alone had brought them together, turning strangers into a family. But the world outside still held surprises. As spring thawed the snow and flowers peeked from the earth, a grey form lumbered near. It was Volk, the wolf, with his thick fur and steady gas. Volk had roamed the hills by himself, feeling the weight of isolation in his bones. He sought a haven, a circle where his strength could protect rather than wander aimlessly. He paused at the door, his voice deep and calm. Little house, who lives in the little house? One by one, they answered, I am Maishka. I am Лягушка. I am Заяц. I am Lisa. And who are you? I am Volk, the wolf, he said. They made space for him, and he settled in, sharing hunts and howls under the stars. The house creaked a bit under the added weight, but it held. Later it got longer, bonds grew deeper. The atmosphere was one of peace, the air scented with pine and earth. Then comes a gentle twist. One bright summer day, when the field bloomed with wildflowers, a massive shadow fell over the house. It was Медведь, the bear, with his shaggy brown coat and keen, curious eyes. Медведь had trudged through the forest for ages, his large heart heavy with loneliness. He had no cave to call home, no one to share the sweetnesses of honey or the quiet of hibernation. Seeing the little house, he felt a pull, a chance for belonging. He roared softly, his voice like rolling thunder. Little house, who lives in the little house? The voices rose in chorus. I am Maishka. I am Лягушка. I am Заяц. I am Lisa. I am Volk. And who are you? And I am Медведь, the bear. He boomed, excited. But Медведь was too big for the door. In his eagerness, he climbed onto the roof, hoping to peek in. The house groaned, creaked, and with a sudden snap, it collapsed under his weight. Wood splintered, straw flew, and the animals stumbled out in a heap. For a moment, fear gripped them. They scattered a little, hearts pounding. Maishka hid in the grasses, Лягушка hopped to a puddle, Заяц darted behind a bush, Lisa slunk low, Volk growled softly, and Медведь stood there, looking sad and sorry. I didn't mean to, he rumbled, his paws shuffling. But as the dust settled, they looked at one another. The sun still shone, the field still stretched wide. Maishka stepped forward first. It is okay, she said quietly. We can build a new one, together. One by one, they nodded. Лягушка found strong reeds, Заяц gathered twigs, Lisa wove vines cleverly, Volk howled logs with his strength, and Медведь lifted the heaviest beams. They worked side by side, lying at their mishaps, sharing dreams for a bigger, stronger home. By evening, a new teремок stood, taller, wider, with room for all. As night fell, they sat inside, warm and close. The loneliness that had brought them here was gone, replaced by a deep, shared joy. The little house had fallen, but their bond had risen stronger. And in that quiet field, under the stars, they knew they were home.